Well, well, well. We got fish at 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet. What are we to do? How are we going to get a bait all the way down there without a downrigger? Let's see. You know what? You make all these little blurbs, and one just kind of tickles you, and that one tickles me. So, we're going to talk about fishing at different depths. And how can we do this? I mean, this is pretty cool. We got fish at all these different depths. You know, if you have a fish finder, you can see where they are. Now, you could just throw a weighted jig out there and just let it sink. And then way down at the bottom, if the fish are like 50 feet or something like that, you really need something called a downrigger in order to troll that. But we don't have a downrigger. I don't have a downrigger. You have a downrigger? Good for you. So we're going to talk about crankbaits. Now, crankbaits all have lips. Some of them are really big lips. And what crankbaits lips do is that it makes them dive to certain depths, and it makes them hold it, give or take, you know, depending on your tip height and then the speed of retrieve and stuff like that. But usually, you know, like a square bill is like 2 to 4 feet. So if I wanted to run, let's say I wanted to go way down and I wanted to catch this, you know, this big bass down here, and he's down at like 20 feet or so. Well, I need a big bait with a big lip, or I need a big lip. That's what I need. This one's going to dive 20 feet down there, and it's going to go down there, and it's just and that guy, he gonna get it. So, with bigger lips, you can fish different depths. That's cool. Now, the cool thing about big lips like this, right? Folks are tangled up. About this, they're designed to deflect off of stuff. So let's say that bass is in 20 feet of water, or even 15 feet of water. So this will go down 20 feet. So what it's going to do is it's just going to hit, boom, boom, boom. Try not to catch myself here. And just bounce off of stuff, rocks, wood, debris, anything down there. This big old lip protects the hooks. And this thing is just like being pulled, and it's bouncing off of stuff, making more noise, more ruckus. This guy's going to get a little irritated. He's going to hit it. That is very, very cool. I love, using crankbaits. In fact, it's most of the baits I use is crankbaits. And I choose based on color, depth, and action. Those are really the 3 categories that I really shoot for in this, because I can always replace hooks, although this is a 6 Sense. 6 Sense has real good hooks. This is one I made, I think. Looks like one I made. It's got no markings on it, and I don't put markings on mine. So it's got good hooks, too, because I use good hooks. So when you go ahead and, let's say you're out in the middle of the lake, or you're at the end of a pier, this is really important, all right, is to go and fish different depths. Because what if some of these fish aren't there? And you got, you don't have trout, and you got some crappie, bluegill, and it's maybe some bass. Fish typically, they like to hit up. So you're thinking, okay, Mike, this is a 2 to 4 footer. All right, this guy's going to go up here. It's going to be above the fish. Fish are going to come up and get it. Now, the bluegills and crappies are panfish. They can't see below them. They can only see above them or straight in front of them, or else they'll be hitting rocks all the time. And so when you fish those guys, you want to fish above them. And the rest of these fish can actually tackle, different. Although kokanee, that's a salmon, sockeye salmon, usually landlocked or lake locked, waterlocked, whatever, stuck in poor old lakes where they never can have a chance to successfully breed. So a lot of fun though. And using a crankbait really is a great way of tackling different depths. If you're not getting hits at 5 feet, go down to 10 feet, go down to 15 feet, go down to 25 feet. Pull out the guns. You got nothing to lose because you ain't getting it up there. You go get it down here, the big stuff down here. And you go ahead and use a deep diving bait. And I love deep diving baits because they got these big old lips and they can bounce off the stuff. And I love rocky bottoms with this. This thing's just bam, 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 bam. And you don't have to go 20 feet because it'll go 20 feet. Let's say you go 15 feet or 10 feet and still run this thing on the bottom. This is a fun bait to use. These big lips are designed to hit and bounce off. They're designed to hit and bounce off. So this is actually kind of a fun little tidbit for you guys. So next time you're out on the lake, look at it and just say, okay, try this. Try different depths, different presentations. Don't just throw it, all right, and then expect them to hit it. You're going to pull it through fast. You're going to pull it through slow. You're going to pull it through medium. You're going to stop, start, let it float up, come back down, float up, come back down, and you're just going to work the presentation of the bait because one retrieve does not fit all. So when you go ahead and use all these different crankbaits, you're going to do a lot of different speeds, a lot of different actions, and just switch it up until you get a hit. And let me tell you, you will get a hit. If there's a fish here, they will hit it. You might have to move someplace else. It's not like I get a hit every time I throw a line, but I don't give up on a spot that I think is good until I've exhausted my methods. And once you exhaust the methods, go ahead and move to another spot. But I typically will know on the first couple casts whether I've got a good spot or not. So I want you to sort of keep this in mind. Woo, woo, woo. Depths. Lips determine. There it is. Lips determine depths. This one's way down here. Anyway, you guys take care. I hope this little it helps you out. If you're wondering where all these big lip baits do, they just dive deeper. So have fun, guys. We'll see you in the next video.